Well, I brought these socks up in that rinsing out a few things video. It was a great find, these socks. So I kind of hesitated to go into them too much until I had a supply of them, because that's what I tend to do. If I am going to tell you about something that I think is worth buying, I buy all that I want first. I don't want to give it away until I'm stocked. But these are the JB Fields Icelandic, the 50 below sock. A tremendous sock. Been really happy with that one pair. You know, it's kind of funny. This is the sort of thing that it always delights me when I run into something like this in a thrift store, because that's where I first found these. The first pair, they were brand new, but in a thrift store. And I don't know how this happens, but I run into this quite often. I think it's where somebody gives them to somebody as a gift, and for some reason they don't appreciate what it is, and they'll turn it into a thrift store. That's the only thing I can explain it, because I find a lot of like Woolrich shirts or Pendleton shirts, stuff like that, that ends up in a thrift store, but it's brand new. It still has the tags on it, you know. So I suspect that it is where somebody got them as a gift and said, "Oh, I don't want great big socks." I tell you, you want great big socks, especially if you live in North Dakota. And these are a little different from the ones that I was showing before, because these are slightly longer. They have a cuff on them. That's just extra long sock, which is great because they come clean up to below your knees, so they stay up without having to be really elasticy, you know, because that's what drives you nuts. If you get them socks that are tight and they cut off your circulation, that gives you cold feet and makes your feet get tired. So you want a sock that'll go up pretty near up to your knees. Great sock. Unbelievably good. I'm glad I found them though, but like I say, it was just a random deal that happened to run into this new pair that were at a thrift store. I have never seen them advertised. I'm not familiar with these at all. Certainly never seen them in a store. I think it's because, you know, I have this theory that if you make a really good product, it gets known, particularly in a certain industry. It's kind of common knowledge, so it doesn't need to be advertised. You don't have to try to push these things on people. You'll find it really often in stuff that's really worthwhile. You have to get it like word of mouth or something. You won't find them being pushed to you because they don't have to advertise. The product will sell itself. Or from word of mouth, like this. I'm telling you, these are the socks that you want. But I got a pile of them, and I also got some of these, which are the military boot sock, which work as an inner for these socks. You know, that allows it to wick the moisture out. These go up, you know, above or right below your knee again, you know, same sort of thing. But that way, the moisture wicks through these. It's made out of something called Cool Max. But these would be great in summer too, in boots. But then it keeps your feet dry because the moisture is into the wool, and then it dissipates from there. Terrific sock. And I got a bunch of them, but I'm going to maybe have to give a pair or two to my brother because he was just complaining about socks the other day. So I might have to order more, but I figure I'll take a chance that they'll have these things in stock even if other people buy them, because I know in that rinsing out a few things video, then somebody had commented, oh, they went online and ordered some of them socks. But, you know, he said he had cold feet, and that's the deal. You know, if you live in a cold climate, or if your feet tend to get cold, man, that's just, it's an unbeatable sock. But they're available on both eBay and on Amazon. I think they both come from a place called a sock shop. but it's the JB Fields Icelandic, and they make different temperature rating, but 50 below is the max, and I like the max. Especially if you've got, I tend to buy boots big enough so I can wear 2 pairs of socks, of wool socks. Well, now I can get by with that inner liner and these. That's what I'm wearing right now, and I'm quite comfy. So that's it. But if you do a search for them, you'll find them. And I think they come in different colors. I just go with the natural color. But, man, it's one of these deals, again, where they've been making socks for well over 100 years. But they're Canadian. They were making them for the timber industry. So they know what they're doing. But unless you're in an industry like that, or if you're like an Arctic explorer, you aren't gonna know about them. Well, now you know about them. Great sock. I probably said that enough. But if you have feet, they get cold, and the part of it is too, they're so thick that they cushion the bottom of your foot. My feet don't get tired wearing these. It's what a sock should be. What socks used to be when people used to make socks. Yeah. And they're only, I think it's like $14 a pair. I think it's $28 for a pack of 2 pair. So that is not bad. Yeah. Yeah, it says the Great Canadian Sock Company. But the brand is JB Fields since 1877. So these people know socks. If you can appreciate a fine sock, that's the place to look for your socks.